Last week was chaotic in a sense that I was not able to complete even a single thing that I set out to do last week, but that is going to change this week. I have a lot of exciting plans in store for you. We are going to be finishing off certain projects, we are going to start certain new projects, and yeah, lots of exciting things are coming this week. So stay tuned till the end to find out what I have in store for you. So let's just get started. Everyone, and welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, welcome. I'm so happy you're here. My name is Tuba and I'm a crochet artist and a designer, and on this channel I make videos related to crochet. So if that is something you're interested in, come join in and subscribe. So as I was telling you in the introduction, that my last week did not go as planned. As you might already have seen in my previous video, I did not complete any of the projects that I wanted to complete, and there was a lot of unfinished business. But this week I think I'm going to finally finish off the things that I set out to do in my last video. That includes finishing off the dress that I am currently making. I think I'm making quite a lot of progress. I'm just, I think, 9 rows short of completing this dress. And if you have not noticed, there are like very less ends to weave in. So there are, I think, in total 4 ends to weave in. So 2 of the sleeves, one will be at the end and one will be in the neckline somewhere, which I think I've already, yeah, that is already woven into. So yeah, once I complete this, there should not be like a lot of hurdles in my way to completion, because there are no ends to weave in. Well, there are 3, but you get my point, right? So yes, I will be starting the draft of this cow pattern, the cow snuggler pattern that I'm working on currently. So the snugglers are complete. I have already started the draft on Canva. I just have to like finish it off. So that is going to be something that I'll do this week. And also I am putting out a tester call finally. I am aiming at doing it today, but if not today, I will definitely be doing it by tomorrow. So the way I run my tester calls is that I give people at least a week to apply, because that way people have quite a lot of time. I've seen tester calls going live for like just 2 days or 1 day or something like that, but I try to give like at least 7 days, a full week for people to apply, because sometimes people miss seeing the post. People might see the post but they forget, and they can come back and apply to it. So yeah, I will be putting out a tester call, so you can just watch out for that if you are interested in testing out this pattern for me. This testing will begin next week, which is going to be, I think today is 12th, so what would be next week? 19th. So testing might begin on 19th. I think I said this in my last video as well, but just to reiterate. So yes, that is on the agenda, and then I have 2 more things that I need to do. So one is I need to find a pattern for a gift that I have to make, not this week but like before 24th, because I have a birthday coming up, not my own, my friend's kid's birthday is coming up, and I want to crochet her something that she likes. So she likes Olaf from Frozen. She likes Mickey and Minnie Mouse, which I am not finding good patterns for. For Olaf, I think I can freehand Olaf, but for Mickey Mouse, I think it's going to be a little bit tricky for me to freehand a pattern, because it will require a lot of tweaking before it is like perfected. So I'm thinking about it. I might do it on my own, but if time doesn't allow for me to do that, we'll look into certain other things. I'm still like trying to figure out what other things she might like. She does watch Mrs. Rachel quite a lot, and I've seen Mrs. Rachel's dolls online. I might crochet her that, but that is the thing on my agenda for this week, to finalize what I'm going to make at least for her. And I also applied for testing a pattern for Crochet by Jenash. So it is her new sitting pattern. So it is a mini sitting dragon, and I'm going to be crocheting that. I'm pretty sure I am going to love that, and so I've already decided I might make like 2 to 3 variations. I don't have to make all of the variations this week, but I will definitely make a few variations. I have a feeling that people might like purchasing that in markets as well. I'll put it on my Etsy shop as well to like test it out, because a lot of people on my Etsy shop are into dragons. Like my dragon plushie gets quite a lot of saves and like likes and everything, but so far nobody has purchased it, and I think the only reason there is that it is expensive, right? So yes, I'm going to test it out. And apart from that, and I think with that there will be quite a lot for me to do this week. So I recently had this realization that in order for me to gauge whether my week has been successful, like crochet business wise, is that whether I was able to make certain thing like a physical thing, and I do not account for like things that go in the background, like certain things. For example, I have to write a pattern, I have to take some pictures, I have to like record some videos. I do not take into account all of that stuff, and I think that is why like I quite like underestimate how much I will be able to do, because I take on quite a lot of things. I feel like maybe video making is very passive, or maybe writing a pattern or like making a draft is not quite a lot of work, but these are the things that take quite a lot of time. Crocheting is something that is not like that intensive in terms of like you can just shut off your brain, you can do it in the pockets of time, but these are the things that require quite a lot of focus and quite a lot of time, and I do not consider them quite a lot of work when I'm planning for the week. So this week I am being intentional, because I know I have to take pictures for both of my snugglers, because I have to put that in draft, right? And I have to write out the draft, complete it, make a test recall, post. That is going to take quite a lot of time. You see, like content creation itself and like doing those admin tasks, they do require quite a lot of time, which I don't take into account, but that's gonna change this week. So yes, that is a rundown of my whole week. We are going to finish the dress, we are going to take pictures for the snuggler, complete the draft, post a test recall, and find a pattern to crochet for the gift, and lastly complete the dragon test that I have applied for. So those are the 6 things that I have to do, and hopefully we'll be able to complete those this week. So we are going into a little bit of productivity mode this week, and I have high hopes that I will be able to complete all of those things in time. So yes, that is the update I have for you, and I'll catch you up later with whatever I have been up to, and maybe you'll see me taking pictures later today as well. The thing with winters is that it's so gloomy outside that like there's barely any natural light for you to take pictures of anything. I really love the natural light for taking all of my pictures, because the artificial light it is quite tricky to like navigate with. So yes, with the gray clouds, it gets really complicated on how to take pictures, because your crochet items, you cannot like play with a lot of post-production stuff as well, because otherwise the colors are not well represented and the stitches, they just wash out and all of that. So I really prefer having some natural light for the pictures, but let's just see how I will be able to take the pictures and how will they turn out or anything. So yeah, I'll keep you posted. Anyhow, I'm just rambling on. I'll just get back to work and I'll see you later. everyone, so today is Thursday and as promised I'm coming on here to give you all the updates and what I've been up to throughout this week. So let's just get right into it because I have so many exciting updates to give you that I just cannot contain myself. So let's just go ahead. So I gave you a list of things that I needed to do during this week, and I'm happy to announce that I'm mostly on track except for just one thing, which I will show you in just a minute. So the very first update that I would like to give you is this dragon tester that I am currently testing for Crochet by Jenna, and as you can see the body is already done. I just need to make the head for this dragon and then sew it on. Right now it's just a headless dragon and it is looking so funny and so evil right now without its head. So yes, I think I should prioritize making its head and convert it into a really cute plushie instead of something that like gives you nightmares. It has been sitting like this on this table behind me, and I have just been like thinking about making the head since yesterday. So this has to be done today, but yeah, I'll get back to it in the evening after I finish my work. So yes, this is the very first update. Okay, on to my second update, and as you can see I have a big basket full of yarn right here in front of me, and you might be wondering, what's up Tuba? You didn't mention you were going to make anything this big. But yeah, this is something that I had not planned, but this is why I was telling you that I went a little off track this week. So I just found out this week that my friends have had a baby, and I had not known this before. Otherwise, I don't leave this kind of activity for the very last moment. I prepare the gifts in advance, as you might have seen from my track record. Even though if it is like a week before, I just make it happen in time. Anyhow, so I have set this tradition for myself where like anytime my friends have their very first baby, I would just crochet them a blanket, and this blanket is not like a baby size blanket. I like make sure that it is at least lap blanket size so that like they can use it for a longer period of time during their lives, and once like they grow from this blanket, they can just use it as a lap gown or lap blanket of sorts. Right? So yes, so this is why I have this huge basket of yarn in front of me, and I am currently making a blanket, and I happen to have very nice yarn in my stash that I am using for this project. I'm using this Bernard blanket tweeds yarn that was already in my stash, and I had bought this yarn to make some chickens that I did not end up making, and this yarn was sitting in my stash, so I decided to use it up for this project because this is going to be a blanket for a baby boy, and so these colors go perfectly. So I had the best collection of colors in my stash for this project. So this one is blue, and this one is gray and black, and then I have a cream and blue version of it as well here. And from my experience in the past of making blankets for these babies and the size that I make, 3 skeins are supposed to be enough. But if I need more yarn, then I can go out and like buy some more yarn. But anyhow, this is the color combination that I am using for this project, and this is how much progress I have made with the blanket so far. Let me just show you. So this is how it is looking like. So this is the width of the blanket, and I will be making some colored blocks, and these colored blocks are going to be very random. Like I'm not going to use like the same width of each color block. I'll go as my heart pleases. So I'll change up the colors whenever like I want to. For example, right now I want to change up this blue color and go back to this black one, the gray one. So yes, this is how I am doing. And if any of you is wondering, I'm using Suzette stitch for this blanket. Usually I go out and like search for a new stitch pattern for my blankets, but this time around I was in a time crunch, so I decided to use a stitch that I've already used for one blanket, and this was for another friends who had their daughter last year that I gifted this to. So yes, she has the same blanket but in different colors. It uses the Suzette stitch as well, and I love the look of this stitch as well. As you can see, I'll just put it up close to you here. Just look how much texture there is. It's such a nice stitch when you touch it, and it is not like very stiff stitch as well. As you can see, like this is still very drapey, very soft. And this tweeds yarn, I had forgotten how soft this yarn is. It's really soft. It's buttery soft. I'm using, I think, 10 I'm using 10mm hook with this one, and it is coming out quite nicely, and it does not have holes in it. As you can see, like, yes, there are a little bit of holes, but it is not as holy as I thought it might end up being. But yeah, that is another good thing. And I don't remember what hook size I used with my previous blankets as well, because it doesn't happen like very often that I have to like crochet a blanket for somebody. For example, the last blanket that I crocheted was back in, I think, 2023, the end of 2023, or maybe in earlier 2024, as I said, for another friend's daughter. And before that, I had to make 3 blankets in 1 year. That was in 2022. Yeah, that was in 2022. So yeah, I can't recall what hook size I use for making blankets, but I think I should make a note of it somewhere, so that I am not like, so I'm not like always trying to figure out whenever I have to make a blanket. So yes, this is the update on the blanket, and I'm loving how it is coming out so far, and we'll see how it goes as we make some progress. So this is something that is like, this is a mindless project, and I do it when I am just relaxing at the end of the day. So yes, yesterday I did not get to work on it because the day prior I worked so hard on completing the dress that I was making. And yes, I know you are wondering about what happened with the dress, and I will just show you that in a minute. But I was so hard at work with that dress that I ended up like causing some carpal tunnel type pain in my arm and in my hand. I don't know how that happened, or if that happened because of crochet, because I crocheted like quite a lot during that day, and maybe I overdid myself. I did not realize that I was having a pain because I was on a painkiller for my toothache. So maybe something happened there. I was not feeling that my arm is getting sore because my muscles were relaxed already because of the painkiller effect, and so maybe I overdid myself. I took a break yesterday, and yes. So let's just go ahead and reveal to you. Are you ready? Because I am so ready. I'll just show you this. Okay, presenting you for the very first time my Celeste dress. So yes, this is the name of the dress that I've come up with. I was showing you the wrong side. So this is the front, and it has been completed. Here you go. So there is the skirt, and I also decided to put a picot stitch on the bottom here as well. I see that the picot bumps, whatever you call them, the motif is like quite far away. As you can see, I just put a 20 stitch difference between like the two bumps here. I should have like kept a 10 stitch difference, and that would have looked much better. But as I told you, I was so overworked while I was working on this dress that I just wanted to like get it over with and just get completed with it. So I decided I am not going to do a 10 stitch difference between the two bumps. I'll just go ahead and do 20. And when I reach the sleeves, this is like a very last moment decision that I took. I was like, I need to put in a very whimsical flair to this dress that like elevates it a little bit more. And picot like came into my mind, and I was like, yes, that's the perfect thing to add to this dress, and it will like really, I was just like sort of able to imagine that in my mind, and it was looking really pretty, especially on the sleeves. And as I will show you up close, the sleeves are looking really pretty with this picot stitch. even if you don't agree, I love them. I love the look of them on the sleeve, and I have kept like a 5-stitch difference between each of the bumps here, and as you can see, it is looking much better. And if you are wondering, yes, I did the skirt first and then I did the picot stitch on the sleeves, and yeah, I wanted to do like 10 stitches between the picot on the sleeve just to like half it from the bottom, but then I was like, no, I should like make more bumps on here, and so I did like a 5-stitch difference, and that worked out perfectly. And that is when I was like, okay, maybe I should have like done a little more of these bumps on the bottom here as well, and that is why I have not weaved in any of my ends. As you can see here, these tails are still hanging here because I am having second thoughts of going back and doing the last row again and making like many more picots on the bottom here as well, but yeah, I'm not finding the courage to do that because it was such a long, tedious project for me, although the reward was like million times better than what I had hoped for. But still, I am a little traumatized by this project because of the time that it took me to make. The stitch takes quite a lot of time, and yeah, it feels like you're working on it forever. So yeah, that is what is keeping me right now from like doing it. But I know I just need to be in an impulse moment to just like rip it off and like do it again, and it is not going to take me like more than 30 minutes. I know it for a fact, but somehow I'm not finding the courage in myself to do that. And if you're wondering how much yarn I am left with after working on this, so this is all the yarn that I'm left with. This is from the 9th skein of yarn. And full disclosure, full transparency here, I was intending to make 40 rows for the skirt, but I ended up doing only 38 rows because I looked at my yarn and I was like, if I start 39th row, I'm not too sure if I will be left with enough yarn to do the slip stitch row and the picot row. And so I wanted to like stop there and not risk it, because as you can see, this is very less amount of yarn left, and some of it was used in like the slip stitch row and the picot row, and so I wasn't sure if it will like be sufficient for doing the 39th and 40th or just the 39th row, and then I would have enough left for the sleeves and like the skirts last row. So I did not want to risk that, and so I stopped at 38 rows, and it does not impact it much because it is like just 1 inch shy of what I wanted the length to be. It is still touching my knees, which is like a good enough length for me. And also I was not taking into account like this is going to be like the dress is going to weigh down when you wear it, because it is like a bit heavy when you wear it, and so it just does like weigh down, it just stretches down, and so it is like good enough length. So if I had like maybe added 1 more inch, it would have maybe weighed down a ½ inch more probably, is what I'm trying to say. So I think it is a good enough length, and also it gives me an idea as well as to like when I'm designing this dress, finally when people are making it, they should keep into account if like this dress, the yarn that they're using, it stretches out quite a lot, because my yarn, it does not stretch quite a lot. So if somebody is using a yarn that is really stretchy, they will have to keep it into account that they're making it in a way that it doesn't stretch out to like the length that they don't want. So I'll have to put that disclaimer in the pattern itself to use a yarn that is not stretchy, otherwise it is not going to end up like the dress that they are intending to make. And so yeah, I have still not decided whether it is going up as a free pattern of sorts on my blog, my website, or is it going to be something that I will be offering up as a like proper tested pattern. I don't know. Because again, as I told you, I used up 9 skeins of yarn for my size, and for bigger sizes, the amount of yarn required to make this is astronomical. So yeah. So yes, as you can see, I had quite a lot of like exciting updates to give you. Now about the tester call that I had told you that I will be posting. If you were like watching, if you were observing closely, you might have noticed that I did not end up posting the tester call on Monday. Instead, I posted it today. I don't know what happened. I just lost track of time. I had not taken any pictures, and so like I was just contemplating like taking pictures of both the snugglers together and of the Highland snuggler separately, because that was the one that I completed later on. And so yes, that I did only yesterday, and then today I just edited the pictures, I made the tester call, and I posted it everywhere that I could think of. So yes, my tester call is live and it is open for a full week, like till next Thursday. That is when I send out the pattern, finalize the testers and everything. So everything happens on next Thursday, hopefully, inshallah. So yes, right now I'm working on the draft of the pattern as well. I have most of it covered. I just need to put in the instructions for the body of the snuggler, and then I will be done with that as well. And after that, we will start working on the draft of this dress and see how that goes. So yes, this week has been really productive so far, and I'm hoping that it will still be productive tomorrow as well, as I have to finish off this dragon, and I have to make a lot of progress on the blanket itself. And I'm still forgetting something. I know I'm forgetting something, but I don't know. Anyhow, I will see you maybe tomorrow. But I can't say for sure if I have any more updates to give you, which hopefully I will have, because this guy needs to be completed, because the deadline is Saturday and I just want to be done before that. So yeah. Anyhow, I will see you again. So it's the next day, it's Friday, and I wanted to come up here and show you how the dress looks like when it's on. And here it is. As you can see, it looks fantastic. I mean, perfection. The fitting is so great. I don't know, like I can't say enough things about it. I just love it. I just love how it looks on me. I just love it how it makes me feel when it is on. I just don't know. And I did have like the perfect hijab to match with it. It is a double-sided hijab, and one side is like this rust color and the other side is this black color. And since I'm pairing it with black tights, I just decided to like put it on with the darker side on the outside. Okay, so let me know in the comments below how you like the final look. And look, this is what I was talking about. I mean, the picot border on the sleeves, they look so feminine, so whimsical, and they add a really good touch to this whole dress. And I know you might be thinking that the sleeves are a little bit like looking like a 3/4 sleeves, but it is because this dress has not been blocked yet. It is going to be blocked soon. I will get it blocked, but I was so excited to wear it today. So yeah, I couldn't wait to put it on. So yes, I put it on today. I will block it, and so the sleeves will like increase in length, and they will be full length sleeves. And also like the length of the skirt, it will go down a little bit more, so it will be the perfect length that I wanted for it. And I also went back and did the picot border on the bottom as well and made these bumps closer together. So now they are at a 10 stitch difference, as I told you yesterday, and it is looking much better, as I said. And this was the best decision that I could have made for this dress. And yeah, I don't know how do you like it, but I don't care as well because I love it for myself. I know like people are going to love it anyhow. I know people are going to love it. I can see it because this dress is like so understated and like so basic. You can dress it up, you can dress it down, you can just wear it casually, wear it to a party, like it's going to look great. So yes, let me know your thoughts below. I would really like to know if you like this dress as much as I do. So yeah. Okay, so the next update that I have for you is about the dragon, and I have the head made and the body made already. I have to sew them together, and I've already started working on the horns. So I'm going with orange as the accent color. So the two horns and the wings are going to be in this orange color. And if you're wondering, I'm using this Fluffy Flex by Loops and Threads, which is like a special limited edition yarn and is now discontinued. I just bought some of the skeins from the clearance sale because I wanted to make some dragons and some turtles in this yarn, which never happened, as you can see. But luckily enough, Jenna decided to like drop another dragon pattern, and now it is getting its intended use. So this is how it is looking like so far. And yeah, that is the update. And yeah, okay, before I forget, I have an update about the blanket as well. And I made the silliest mistake possible last night. I was on call with my sister, and like I wasn't paying attention, and so I started like working on my blanket because it was mindless after all. And I was like, I did have a gut feeling that this is like something is going wrong with the blanket because my stitches seemed much tighter, and the blanket, it did look like it was cinching in, and I did not realize that in like total absent-mindedness, I picked up 8mm hook instead of 10mm hook. As you can see side by side, they are both blue. If they're not like side by side, you cannot tell which blue is which blue is which size. Which size. So yes, so this happened. So this 10mm one is a little bit of a sea blue color, and this one is more of a like purplish blue color. And so like I did not pay attention to it, and I accidentally started working with the 8mm hook on a blanket that I started with 10mm hook. So you can see it destroyed the gauge completely. It destroyed the project, and I worked quite a lot on that blanket last night. Like I added almost this much height to the blanket, so you can imagine how much work I put into that blanket last night. And all this time I was working with 8mm hook. The horror. So yes, lesson learned. I will have to go back, unravel all of the work that I did last night and redo it, which I might do later tonight or maybe tomorrow. Nobody knows at this point. So yes, that is it. And about the pattern tester call that I uploaded yesterday, I have been getting quite a good response on that. I'm so happy. I posted in like much more places, many more groups on Facebook than I did before for any of my pattern tests. And so many new people have applied for the test, and I am feeling hopeful that I might be able to get some new testers out of it, and I might get like more testers. Initially I had decided to like get only 10 testers, 5 for each of the variation in the pattern bundle, but now I'm thinking I might do like 8. I can like increase 8 per variation, and that would bring it to like 16 testers, but we'll only see. I'll have to still vet the testers because I've I've been bitten before. So testers, they do apply for the sake of free pattern, and then they just like make the pattern, don't provide enough feedback, and like it is not a good experience overall. They don't take good pictures, or they will not send pictures at all. I keep reaching out and like asking for pictures, and so like it ends up not being a successful pattern because successful pattern test, because a test is only successful if like people are providing you feedbacks. The very first thing, they follow like the requirements that are in the tester, which is like to provide feedback and the pictures, so that like you can post it to show people how it looks when it is made with different types of yarn by different people of different skill levels. I know like a third benefit of doing this tester call is like free marketing of the pattern as well, where people would share it on their own Instagram and their own social media, and like it will get more eyes on your pattern. That is also like intended, but I don't take that into account at this point. I just want the pattern testers to provide me at least honest feedback and some good pictures, so that I can show people who follow me on my socials that how this pattern turns out when it is done by different people and in different yarns and with different hook sizes and all of that. So that is the very basic thing that I have in mind, and so far I'll tell you, I am very disappointed in like the quality of work that some testers provide me. The pictures are really blurry. They are in a very dark room. I don't ask a lot from the testers. Like I'm really easygoing when it comes to pattern tests, but with time I'm learning that I have to be very firm with them, and also get a little stricter on my policies, as you might call them. So yes, I think I'll have to do that. As much as I hate doing that, I will have to do that. So well, those were all the updates, and that was my rant for the pattern testers. So if you are watching this video and you would like to apply, the tester call is still open until Thursday. So put a comment below on this video with your email address, because that is how I contact testers, and your Instagram account, so that I can see your previous work and also add you to the group where everything will be discussed and all of that. So yes, comment below if you are interested in testing out this pattern for me. So I'll be really happy if you are interested. If like I get more testers interested, I might increase the number to like maybe 20 testers as well, because I would like to give everybody an opportunity to test this pattern for me. More eyes on the more eyes on the pattern, better it is, because people sometimes they don't see the mistakes when they are reading. So yeah, do let me know in the comments below, and also do comment about this dress as well. As you can see, I'm really excited. I really want to know your opinion, although I told you it won't affect my own opinion about this dress because I love it so much, but I'm still interested in knowing how you people like it, because it is important for me to know if this pattern is something people would be interested in. So yes, do let me know your opinions in the comments below. So yes, that is all for right now, and I'll go have my lunch and I'll see you later. Hello everyone. So as you can already tell by my getup that I was busy taking some pictures in this dress that I have made. So yes, I am really loving it. If you cannot tell already, I have paired it with this necklace that I made into a bracelet, and this very minimal boho style necklace pendant, whatever you can call it, and the same hijab that I was wearing in my last clip. And I added some rings and just got ready, did my makeup, and just took some pictures. I hope they are good. I haven't seen them. They are in the camera that I'm recording this clip in. So yes, that is what my morning was looking like, and I came here to show you my dragon plushie that I was working on. So this was the tester from Jenna, from Crochet by Jenna, and it turned out quite pretty. As you can see, the colors I chose, I'm really loving them. I was initially like planning on going with yellow and blue, because that is a really unique combination. But then somehow I thought maybe I should do orange, because orange is so on brand with a dragon, and also it reminded me of a dragon from a show that I used to watch. I don't know if you have watched it, but there was a show called Dragon Tales, and in that there was an older dragon that was this colors. So somehow like I was reminded of that dragon, and then I changed the colors to yellow and orange. I do remember the names of every other dragon except for that one. I don't know why I don't remember the name of that specific dragon, but anyhow, so this is what the dragon is looking like, and it turned out really good. I really loved working on it. It was like really different type of plushie that I've made. Like I've so far made standing plushies, and like I have tried like the egg shape. I have also tried the snugglers, but somehow I have never made a sitting plushie like this. And this was such a unique design for me to work on, and it was such a challenge as well. And yeah, I think I'll have to make a few more of sitting plushies for me to like get a hang of this. Attaching the head was a little bit tricky for me. It kept going sideways for some reason. I need some practice attaching the heads on sitting plushies. I know I have learned how to attach the heads on standing plushies, and I now need to practice how to do it on the sitting plushies as well, because it was a little different in the fact that like the neck is open and then the head is closed. So I don't know, you cannot really place it the way that you can place it on a closed body and closed head. There's a contact point, but in this you have to be a little bit careful, like placing those stitches that are open on the neck hole with the head. I don't know if I'm making sense to you, but it was a little bit of challenge for me. Not a lot, because I knew the technique. It's just that it was a little bit of challenge putting it on the right way. I don't know, for some reason, every time I have to put a head on a plushie, I have to do it twice. I'm cursed, I guess, that way. Then the first time it always turns out crooked, no matter what plushie I'm making, and I have to do a second time. So yes, the dragon is made. It looks really cute. It is very pretty. I will be listing it on my Etsy for adoption. So if anyone of you is interested in adopting it, this is for you. Anyhow, I was working on the draft of my cow snugglers pattern, and I'm happy to announce that I think 90% done with that draft. I just have to add a little bit of, I think, no, not a little bit of. I have to add, I think, 1 or 2 images, and then just go through it once again to see like if I'm missing something, something catches my eye or something like that. But yes, last night I made sure that I completed that draft, and it was like ready. I'm saying 90% because I worked on it really late at night, and then like I did not look back and see if it was looking right. There were some mistakes, some like something is missing, or like there's a duplication of something. So I do know there would be some mistakes. I will have to like rearrange certain things and like make sure the draft is looking good. So yeah, that is why I'm saying 90%. So I still have a little bit of work left to do on it, but I still have a few days to go, because the testing starts on Thursday. I think on Thursday. I don't remember it exactly. So yes, until the testing starts, I still have a few more days to go. So yes, all in all, it was a really productive day. I was able to complete everything that was on the agenda for this week, and that puts me in a very good mood. Besides the fact that it is a sunny day today, for some reason it feels so surreal that sun is out today. The feel of sun on your skin, it feels so different. I was really enjoying it in the morning. I stood in my kitchen, and like the sun, it peeks through the kitchen window in the morning, and it feels really warm on your skin, and the feeling was totally like divine. I cannot explain it in words. I know you've all felt that at certain point in your life. So yes, and yes, I feel really motivated right now. I am really happy that I was able to do everything on the list, and I completed all of the projects that I was supposed to do this week. Oh, and I forgot to give you an update on the gift pattern that I needed to design. I have decided to go a completely different route, but I will hold that off for the next video. So tune back next week to see what I have in store for you. I will be revealing what I'm working on for the birthday gift, and also I will be giving you all the updates on the baby gift that I'm making right now. So yes, stay tuned for that. I will end this video here, and yes, that is all for this video. Do let me know in the comments below which project for this week was your favorite. What did you like? What did you not like? How do you like this dress? How do you like the dragon? And how do you like my snugglers? And do make sure to check out my tester call on my Instagram, and if you are interested, do apply. You still have time when this video goes live. So yes, I will see you in my next video. Until then, stay safe, stay happy, and stay connected, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.